Hey everybody, this is Rohan Lawrence, and as promised, I'm going to be doing my first video. Now, later on during the week, I'm going to be doing my review of Raw. But for this video, we're going to talk about Raw and its new 3-hour format. As many fans already know, it used to be a 2-hour program airing from 9 to 11. Now they're doing something new by changing it up, from going from 8 to 11, making it 3 hours. Originally, I was excited about this. I was thinking, oh, good, maybe we'll get to see more matches. Now we'll get to see, maybe some more people. Now, with 3 hours, we'll have time to see more. Oh, boy. Man, was I wrong. I was completely off base. Unfortunately, we have not seen more. We've seen more of the same thing, but we haven't seen more changes. And like me, some of you are probably disappointed with this. Now, with the 3 hours, you would think they would have time to promote more people, promote more of the tag team matches, promote more of the mid-carders, maybe have a couple more championship matches for the United States and Intercontinental Championship these days. And to their defense, they have been doing that somewhat. But overall, it's just not enough to, fill that 3-hour gap. And, I've heard recently that they've been losing ratings because it's just hard to sit through that 3 hours of Raw sometimes. Sometimes it's bad. It's just flat out bad. Other times I try to defend it. I try to look for, the positive stuff. But other times it could just be flat out terrible and unbearable. And, when people want to change the channel, I can't really blame them. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about, in my opinion, how they can better use their 3-hour format. The first hour. Have the first hour about the WWE Tag Team Division and Divas Division. Now, hear me out. In the first hour, maybe the first half hour, they can have maybe 2 tag team matches. They can focus on, building up, 2-on-2 action a little bit. I mean, too much times on Raw do I watch it, and, I just don't see a lot of I don't see tag team matches. And the ones that they do have are short. You guys have 3 hours. You guys mean you can't spare, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes of commercial-free matches, because if I have to hear anything about the WWE app one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Seriously. They can't have maybe 10 or 15 matches of commercial-free, just non-stop action. Seriously, share the love for the guys who's watching it, at their home watching TV. I mean, they've got great tag teams. They've got the Rhodes Scholars, Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes, who are excellent singles competitors, and I think they have a great chemistry. You've got the primetime players, who are by far one of the funniest, teams ever. You've got Tons of Funk. I'm not really too big on them. They're okay, but they need to be more serious, in my opinion. And then you've got the Usos, my favorite tag team so far, personally, and I'm glad that they're getting a push with this rivalry with the Shield. But overall, the tag team action, you just don't see enough of it. These guys are athletes. These guys live to do stuff like this. Let them be athletes. Let them entertain. They love to entertain the fans. Whether you're face or heel, you love to entertain. Whether you're making fun of them or you're on their side. I mean, tag team action has been something we've been seeing for years, and it's just a shame that it's kind of being treated this way. On to the next one. The Divas Division. As you guys all know, it's no surprise, the Divas Division hasn't been good. With departures of great divas such as Beth Phoenix, Eve, the Bella Twins at one point, they came back. It just wasn't looking good for the Divas Division. Now, the storyline with AJ Lee and Caitlyn, this rivalry has been just great. It's been awesome, really. Their match at Payback, honestly, great job. It was a good match. They had a nice chemistry, and what I love about it, they gave them time. They gave them a good maybe 8-minute match. Give these girls time. That's my biggest gripe with the WWE. They never give them time. They have a 3-hour format, and these diva matches are ending in 2 minutes? And it's become so bad that diva matches have become known as the bathroom breaks. Whether you're watching at home or live, Divas match? Okay, time to go get something at the concession stand or to use the bathroom. It's just sad, because back then, these girls were having phenomenal matches for the Divas Championship. I personally think they should replace the Divas Championship with the Women's Championship. It'll get more of a feel, but that's just me. Anyway, on to this whole video, how to make things better. They need to give these girls more time. Point blank, you have 3 hours. There's no reason you can't have at least one good Diva match. If you're not going to have 2, fine. Maybe it's pushing the barrier, because we all know Triple H and his sexist self, his egotistical self, doesn't like female wrestling. But, like, there's really no need for them to have, like, absolutely no time to shine. 3 hours. Give them 8-minute matches. And more importantly, while having a match is important, make sure there's actual heat to the match. Sometimes you just see Natalya versus, random people. I mean, she was on a match with AJ, and that helped progress the storyline with Caitlyn. But, other times we just saw them having random matches with no heat, no build-up whatsoever. Like, the Bella Twins came back, so I thought, oh, maybe there was going to be a rivalry. And I think there could have been, the rivalry between the Bella Twins and the Funkadactyls, Cameron and Naomi, could have been better. It could have really, not only would that have boosted up Divas tag team, 2-on-2, Bella Twins versus the Funkadactyls. It would have been a great idea, but they just didn't follow suit with it. So yeah, give the Divas more time, add a good storyline, and it'll take a while, but the Divas division will get better. Now, on to the next one, the second hour, the mid-carders. I was just on WWE.com, and just for the hell of it, I looked at the roster. And then it just dawned to me that they have a lot of people that they air. Like, I saw guys like, Sin Cara, Zack Ryder. I'll get on him in a minute. But, it's like, why aren't these guys promoted better? It's like, I like the fact that they have heel champions, Dean Ambrose and Curtis Axel, which I think they're both great athletes. The Intercontinental in the United States have never looked better in so long. But you have more than you're letting on. It's like you guys got like Sin Cara, R-Truth, Zack Ryder, Ryback. I personally think he should be more mid-card. I think he always should have started off mid-carding, but that's just my opinion. You've got just a whole bunch of people, who are ready to, like Ted DiBiase. When's the last time you saw him? And he's a great performer. It's like you've got so much people like Damian Sandow and Antonio Cesaro who are ready to get these, mid-card championship belts, like Intercontinental, US. Like, these guys should be vying for that. When you start the business, you want to start small. Tag team and Intercontinental and US. Those are the 3 you want to start off with. And then you want to go for the big ones like the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championship. But now I'm just seeing, absolutely no effort with the mid-card whatsoever. So here's what I think they should do. Have, in that second hour, at least 3 mid-card matches. With 60 minutes in that second hour, you should be able to have at least 3 good 15-minute matches regarding the mid-card. And every once in a while, mix it up a little bit. Have a triple threat match. Hell, have a fatal 4-way match to decide number 1 contenders. Have championship matches. Make these belts interesting. If you want the fans to be engaged, make the belts interesting. Make them feel like people are dying, like they will die for that belt. Because back then, I remember I used to see matches like ladder matches for the Intercontinental Championship. And it was like, man, that thing is so prestigious. Even though it's not the top thing, it's so prestigious, they want that in their resume. Now, it's just like we've got guys like Kofi Kingston, who I love, who was just a mid-card belt transfer. It's like, let's be honest, he only beat Antonio Cesaro because they needed a face champion for Dean Ambrose to fight. So, it's just ridiculous. Another thing a quick thing I add, and this is where Zack Ryder comes into play, they need to just stop having these mid-carders job to main eventers. Ryback decimating guys like Zack Ryder and Kofi Kingston is not impressive to me or a lot of the other fans. Vice versa. As much as I did like that match with Sheamus and Damian Sandow with the Irish street fight, it's not helping Damian Sandow. If he was actually winning in this rivalry, it would help him. Like, one loss wouldn't have mattered. But, like, let's be honest, in this rivalry, who's winning? Sheamus. So they need to stop with this whole jobbing thing, because Zack Ryder is jobbed out. He's jobbed out. For God's sake, they had him job in his hometown recently. To Fandango. Oh, that's another guy they should push. I'm not a big fan of his, but, you know, they need as much guys as they can get. So, yeah, just stop with the jobbing. Mix it up. Like I said, triple threats, fatal four-way for number one contenders, championship matches. Make these belts interesting, please. It's sad that I can play WWE 13 and make my SmackDown and Raw more interesting than the show. Now, on to the final thing, the last hour, which I think should be more edgy. Last hour. People have already sat through 2 hours of Raw, which most of the time is horrible. It's just unbearable. The least you can do, the least Vincent K. McMahon and the WWE company can do is make it more edgy. Have a little bit of blood now and then. I don't know. Just have a little bit of blood. Have, you know, let these men talk. Like, I recently heard something that, you know, not recently, but I heard that Triple H was, like, you know, stopping guys read things from scripts. They were having them more natural. That's a step in the right direction. Have these guys more natural. The whole thing with Stone Cold Steve Austin was natural. It wasn't really, a lot of it really wasn't that scripted. Like, I watching a video, Stone Cold said, they just told me to roll with it. And them telling him to roll with it created arguably one of the best superstars, if not the best superstar in the Attitude Era. And just in WWE history. It's like when you have guys more natural or feel to it, this whole thing with script is just not working because the WWE creative really just doesn't have a clue of what the fans want sometimes. I mean, like, I love the guy to death. I respect his work, but, like, having John Cena say these things, it's just not appealing to the fans. And that's what I feel like WWE needs to do. They need to appeal more to the fans, especially in that last hour. It's the last hour. Go out with a bang. Like, just go out with a bang. It's like, make it more edgy, make it more personal, make it like that last hour, allow people to tune into that, like, make it like they don't have a choice, like, they want to tune into that last hour. Because ratings have been bad, pretty bad. Like, they got a low draw this Raw, which kind of surprised me because Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton put up a great match. But, you know, they're getting low draws, and it's just not appealing to people. You gotta make it more, you know, edgy, more, you know, personal, more just in your face, attitudinal, ruthless. So yeah, that's what I feel that they need to do. So to recap, first hour, tag teams and divas need to be shown more. With divas, they need a storyline. With mid-carders, let's try to make the belts more important. They have been so far, so let's see if they can keep that up. Let's mix it up. Like I said, triple threat, fatal four-way, I think everybody will agree those are good. Give them time, and they'll work. Main eventers, guys like Sheamus, Randy Orton, John Cena, CM Punk, make that last hour edgy. And if they take some of my advice, I'm sure they would get a bit more draw. Like I said, this is just my opinion, but they would get a higher draw than what they're getting now. So, this is what I've said, and that's how I feel. If you have anything to say, please subscribe or comment. You know, please. I'm doing this to hear your opinion, really, because I like to hear other people's opinion. So, subscribe, comment, do whatever. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. This is Rohan Lawrence signing out.